So is everyone here ready to start?
Yep.
Ready as I'll ever be.
I'm not gonna be, even though I don't play, I'm not gonna be able to do anything. I have to drive somewhere. So be listening in.
Yeah. All right, you can just listen in on them as you see fit.
Okay.
All right. So recap of last session. So as a reminder of our series of events up until this point, Major Ursa was sent to go and look for the princess of the Firefly Kingdom and recover the runaway princess, as well as investigate a guy who's been using Eggman scrap, like scrapped Eggman machines, for as of yet unknown purposes. Our various civilian characters got roped into the mess, and through a series of events, ended up in the sewers, trying to determine the source of all of the robots that have infested the city. After the king of a kingdom of seabirds came to the city, found the princess, and stole the Dawn Ring off of her, an ancient family heirloom. Last session, you guys met Alsumi, a camel spider, fighting against some robots in the desert, fighting against some of these robots in the sewers, along with a giant robotic octopus and one of the bird folk who you learned from his conversation over the radio was attempting to arrest Alsumi. See, as it turns out, there's an echo. All right. So as it turns out, Alsumi found out about this. Alsumi found out about the seabirds trying to use these scrapped Eggman machines, and just like Gunn, he was also pretty suspicious as to what it was they planned to do with this recycled tech. So Alsumi has been independently doing a bit of investigating. He's already been kicked out of the Seabirds' capital city before in the past, but after continuing to try and cause problems for them, and being found here in the city, they were now trying to arrest him and take him back to the king, since he has proved to become an increasingly problem. He's becoming more of a nuisance for the king and hard to ignore now, because he's gotten to the point where he had a suspicion that they were going to be here in this city and knew they were looking for the princess. So Aurora Alsumi knew you were here. Of course, you don't know that yet. But he knew you were here, and he knew that the king of the seabirds wanted to find you. So he was also tailing you. All right. With that, I suppose we can start the session. Who wants to act first? We currently have Alsumi up here in the corner. We have our hypnotized bird goon over here. We haven't done anything with him yet. And we have our Roboctopus, who has been tamed by Aurora's charms and is just kind of chilling out.
We're not keeping that thing.
Oh, please. He's so nice.
Can Akula see the Birdman?
Yeah, you're definitely close enough to be able to see him. It's dark, but you can definitely see him.
All right, I am going to go over to them and slap them awake a bit.
All right, you can go do that, and then so move over to him, and then roll 1d6 to see how much damage you do. Two. All right.
And I walk over, grab the unconscious bitch, and then go stand next to her.
All right. Ursa has also. While you're slapping this guy awake, Ursa collects the unconscious bird woman you guys took, and so he's over here with the bird lady. All right. So this dude snaps out of the hypnosis. So he snaps out of the hypnosis, and he is going to immediately try to escape you. So roll to fight.
Alrighty, let me get my character sheet up here real quick. Oh crap, I just realized I'm using the wrong web browser. So I'm going to have to log out real quick. I'll be back.
Okay, you do that. I'll just roll for his fight while you get that set up. 4 plus 3.
Okay.
So he'll have to beat a 12. Successfully restrain this person.
Yep.
So, as we work, you gotta roll your fight. You gotta beat a 12 to restrain him.
Can do.
Alright, you tied then. Okay, so because you tied, the two of you end up mutually scuffling on the floor. You are now locked in a scuffle and have not successfully restrained him, but he's not able to get away either. Alright, so you two are now rolling around on the dirty sewer floor together. Congratulations. Alright. Who wants to take the next action?
Piper.
Alright, Piper, what's your idea? I'm also going to jot down turn order based on the free. Piper is typing.
Yep.
I tried to use hypnosis to get the bird guy to spill info about what the Seabird Kingdom is up to. Alright, so if you're gonna try and re-hypnotize him, you have to roll 1d6 and get a 5 or 6 to re-hypnotize him.
Oh.
There you go.
Alright, he is successfully hypnotized. Alright. So, do you want to walk over to... you can't talk while you're playing your flute, so someone else is going to have to do the interrogating. Did you specify before you tried to re-hypnotize what you wanted to be done with him?
Just fill out the information. It's
Yeah.
right there.
Yes!
They don't have to specify. They just control them.
Oh yeah, it's true. You don't have to ask him the question. Just
Do it
does it.
hypnotically.
Yeah, just do it hypnotically. Alright, so he stops scuffling with Akula, and then,
Lays there on the floor and starts talking.
yes, he lays there on the floor in a trance, and he explains that there is some kind of magical beast in the ocean below the seabird's kingdom. Some sort of ancient malevolent force that has existed down there and been kept at bay for thousands of years. But it started to seep out of its prison as of late, and the king has reason to believe that with the Dawn Ring, they may be able to reseal this creature's prison and save their kingdom from utter destruction. They only refer to this thing as the sickness.
Have to get up Come on, I can get that one for sickness.
If
Can I?
After that, he just devolves into rambling about the sickness and death and destruction and how their kingdom will fall into the ocean. What would you like to say, Alsumi?
Can I roll a reason check to see if I can deduce what Piper did?
Yeah, sure, because you don't actually know her or how her powers work. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's 1 plus my brain. That's 6.
6 plus 1d6. Oh, yeah, that is a high roll.
Yeah, so that's a 9.
You can move further from your mic. You're still a little too loud.
Is it better?
Yeah, that's better. And yes, you are able to figure out, now that you've had a chance to watch her do it clearly, that when Piper plays her music, she can compel people to do things. What do you do with this information?
I catalog it and save it for later.
Alright, so you're not going to react, you just made the observation and you've put 2 and 2 together.
Yes.
Alright then. So, Akula, Ursa, Piper, and Alsumi have all done things so far. So, Aurora or Haley, which one of you guys wants to do something next?
I don't really know what to do at the moment.
Alright, so Aurora has nothing in mind. Haley, is there anything you'd like to do?
I would like to excuse me. I would like to walk over to Ursa and ask if he has any granola bars so that I could restore some of my health because I currently have 4th health.
Alright, yeah, so you can go over to Ursa and ask him to patch you up.
Okay, so let me just move my character over here. And here we go.
Alright.
Ursa. Oop.
Alright, so it's gonna be your...
Yes.
Yeah.
I have 1 granola bar. So you may have it.
Alright, he gives you a granola bar, roll 1d6 to see how much that heals you. Don't you also have like a, I think you had like a skill too, like a first aid skill.
Yeah, I have a first aid skill.
Do you want to use that as well?
Yes, because she rolled a 1.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I
Skill plus
probably
1d6.
use it. What was that, Alex? You cut out a little bit.
Oh, he's gonna roll first aid to heal you further. First
Okay.
aid plus 1d6.
7.
Alright, 7 total? So
7 plus 1, 8.
alright, so you heal 8 points. Ursa gives you a snack and bandages you up and you heal 8 points.
Okay, so 4 plus 8, 8, 9. I'm sorry, I'm trying to add all this up.
Okay.
Alright, and that's gonna leave Aurora tailing behind on this game on the turn order for this session.
Okay, so 5, 6, 4 plus.
Alright, Aurora, you're the only one in the session so far who hasn't done anything, so
Oh.
your turn.
Maybe just
If you want, you could maybe investigate the octopus. You guys still don't know what his deal is.
yeah, actually, I'm gonna investigate the octopus.
Alright, so you're gonna try and use a notice check on the octopus to see what you can figure out about him.
Okay. Yeah.
The Roboctopus.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, a 5 plus your notice skill.
There's a 0 on the notice skill, but I have a 4 on
Brains.
I have a 4 on brains, so
So it's a 9
that's a
total.
9. Yeah.
Alright. So Upon looking him over, you notice that the Roboctopus has a logo on it that looks like the logo from the aquarium from earlier.
Oh. Are you from the aquarium, little guy?
The Roboctopus makes blubbering noises at you. Anyone else have a response?
Um,
What are you doing, Jesse?
So wait a minute. Does that mean that the octopus is supposed to be down here?
Well, probably not. If it belongs to the aquarium, it's probably supposed to be at the aquarium.
How the hell
Well-
do you lose the whole ass octopus?
In character, of course.
Yes, this is what I'm saying in character.
But yeah, no, Ursa's lying too. How do you use a whole ass octopus? Octopi can fit through very small spaces.
Settle.
Well, he's still a very flexible octopus, okay? He got smooshed earlier. Do you remember that? He got smooshed, okay?
He usually
Nice.
puts himself down to the hole. So he's probably not metal, he's probably something else. Well,
Probably.
not all metal anyway.
I mean,
The body is probably made out of something like squishy so that it
like
can
silicone, maybe.
Yeah. Like silicone for the body, and then like the tentacles have like metal segments.
Mm-hmm.
In any case. So yes, you confirmed that the Roboctopus belongs to the aquarium. What do you plan to do with that information?
Do you want to go back?
Ursa, do you have comment?
Yeah, I would prefer if it went back.
So
Or just not us. I don't want to deal with an octopus.
you get back to the aquarium on your
We don't know what this thing eats. We don't know if it actually understands you. We don't know if it does eat. We don't know why it's in the sewer. And if it is metal, it's probably got shit caked all in its crevices.
Hey, he's still very clean.
So I think Ursa is voting to just leave it and hope it finds its way home on its own.
I'll take it to the service, and after that, it's on its own. I ain't leaving anything down here.
Right, alright.
Besides the stuff that we kill.
So you guys all just gonna go back up the way you came?
Isn't there another exit?
There's another exit.
I vote we keep going forward, see where this leads. I mean, we're running into more weird shit, so I guess we're going the right way.
I'm going to name him Uncle Paul.
If
Yeah,
you
you lead the way, Sarge.
just off the edge of this map here, you guys can actually see down the tunnel that leads this way, you can see a little bit of light seeping down. So there's probably a way up to the surface over that direction.
Then, Akula, you gonna carry the other bird, or we just want to have Piper keep fucking mind controlling it down the tunnel?
Yeah, what do? Do we tie him up and carry him, or do we have Piper continue to play
I'll tie him up and carry him.
so that Piper can save her lungs for a bit?
Yeah.
She's gotta have a hell of lungs on her with how much time she spends playing
I
that.
just realized that should have been a weakness. You never thought about that, but this girl, yeah. Well, no, she could use using circular breathing. She could use circular
Yeah.
breathing.
Still, she's got some pipe, man. She got some.
Besides,
That's why your name is Piper.
She's like a whisper. She can breathe through her ears and stuff.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Anyway,
yeah, I'm taking this bird person. Besides, I need a trophy.
Alright, before anything else,
mm-hmm.
as we're deciding what our group is doing, I turn to the desert fella
Mm-hmm.
and say, for the umpteenth time, who are you?
Real quickly, before he responds, he's going to make an insight check on Ursa.
All right, do your insight check.
That's a 6 plus a d6 for me. That's an 8.
All right, so 8 total. You can recognize that he is wearing a gun uniform, even though the GUN logo is suspiciously absent. As in, he's not wearing the badge, but he is wearing the rest of the uniform.
Hmm.
This is something that people in the military will do when they are operating somewhere and want to do it on the down low.
Plausible deniability.
Yes. It gives them plausible deniability. So this
Okay.
definitely appears to be a gun uniform, but the logo is absent.
All right. I'm thinking.
Thinking of how he wishes to respond.
Yeah. Because based on that observation, Alsumi, probably to some degree trusts him.
All right, so you were distrusting of gun as an organization. All right,
Yeah.
What's that ticking noise?
that ticking noise sounds like a turn signal.
I have no idea.
Kind of sounds like
Hi.
it's coming from.
Oh,
Hi.
flashy, he's in the car. All right,
Oh, yeah,
so
that-
how do you respond to Ursa asking you who you are?
My name is Asumi Solifage, and I hail from. Oh, god damn it! I don't actually know what the name of the place he hails
Did
from
not
is.
name the desert region that he came from. We didn't get around to that.
Shamar, obviously, right?
Oh yeah, I guess that would be it, huh?
Shamar.
Yeah, it's from. Sorry.
It's from Unleashed,
Yeah.
and it was
Oh.
in the Archie post reboot as well.
Yeah. Which also would mean that he's from the human world if he's from there. I mean, there are scorpion people just living in the human world if that's the case. You know
Crazy
what?
shit happens out in the desert.
Or he could be from Dusty Desert, or he could. We don't really get to have a lot of sand levels from the Subsonics world, believe it or not.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
No, but most of the sand ones are not from Sonic's world. Believe it or not, according to Sonic lore, he's actually more likely to be from human world.
All right, well, we'll flesh that out later. But for now, yeah, let's just say he's from Shamar, which means he is from the human world. By being.
Which last thing I'll say is that might not even exist anymore. Two worlds might be a thing of the past. Don't forget. So.
Oh, whatever.
I'm shutting up now.
Anyways, moving on. So
My
there's your
name
answer.
is yeah.
So there's your answer,
My-
Ursa. How do you respond?
Okay. Why are you down here? This is a fucking sewer. There's bird people attacking you with robots. This octopus, for whatever reason, which I'm not even sure is related to the bird people or you, or it's just some octopus who happened to be in here, but all y'all showed up and you pissed them off because you invaded his living room.
I have been conducting my own little private investigation of the Bird King. And he lured me down here to try and catch me.
Everyone's a fucking investigator in this world, ain't they?
Well, that's kind of how Mobians do it. No formal military, just a volunteer system.
Bunch of fucking weekend warriors.
Well, dislike it all you want, Ursa. All right, so you guys are just bringing Alsumi with you up?
What this motherfucker is? He's doing his own research. What does that mean?
All right, so are you guys all going to start heading for the exit, and then Alsumi can decide to follow or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've gotten kind of sick of this place. Also, I might be
Is-
sick in general.
True. Once you guys
Is-
get off, you're gonna need to roll to determine if you got sick from all the sewer water.
Is Alsumi aware of a different exit though?
Probably not. I don't imagine he's got a lot of time. I don't imagine he's super familiar with this city in particular, let alone its sewer system. So you're probably just about as lost down here as everyone else. And it is dark and difficult to see.
Okay. So are the sewer systems like a sort of maze-like structure?
I mean, they're just like, they're complicated because it's a city built on the water for fish people. So there's some kind of elaborate plumbing going on.
Okay. Realistically, Alsumi would probably just leave the rest of these people and just try to get out of the sewer.
Yeah, but there's an exit like literally within view. You guys can see the light at the end of that tunnel, and you can see there's an exit up there. So
Okay.
wouldn't it make sense for you to head the same direction they're headed? So
You almost got your ass kicked being alone,
Okay.
following us.
Yeah.
all right, so Osumi looks around like he's considering other exits, and then Ursa grabs him by the arm and is like, "Oh no, you almost got your ass kicked down here, flying solo. You're coming up with us." So Ursa has just decided that you are going and taking the same exit as them because the
Alright.
sewer is dangerous.
Just another civvy on the field trip.
Just another civvy on the field trip, he says. All right.
Ursa takes a few seconds, glances down at Ursa's Grit, glances back up at him, and is like, just sort of shrugs his shoulders.
All right. So with a shrug, you just decide to follow along. All right. So with that, we are all going to head up with the octopus in tow, I assume.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Aurora's holding on to one of the tentacles.
Some of Jesse's drawings are up here.
What?
You've got
Oh,
like stuff you drew. That's just
I'll get rid of it.
There we go. I got it. All right. You guys are going to come out.
Wow, it's a very small city.
There were maps.
What is this? A city for ants?
There were maps flashy edited to add more stuff to it, and then you just fucking
Send it to the back.
lost the file. Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure it's.
He ain't add them back yet?
Yeah, he never did get around to making sure I could access those maps. We still have that problem where, he says they show up for him, but I don't see them show up in my library. So we're using the old one. And,
Just got to use the power of imagination.
alright.
Yay.
And crude scribbling. Alright, so you guys are all going to come out up here. God damn it, you're all just gonna be fucking flooding out into the street here. Just including the octopus. Of course.
Really interesting band of individuals just appearing out of the sewer.
Including a couple of unconscious bird goons.
Yeah.
Hung over people's shoulders. I assume Ursa's carrying one, Kula's carrying the other.
Yeah.
Some civilians look pretty frightened when they see the big octopus squeeze its way up out of the tiny manhole. And they all scurry off. Alright, you guys are on the second layer of the city. You can look down and you can see the city below you, but you are now at the top of this. You are now on the top layer of the city. However, it looks like the route down to the bottom layer has been destroyed. So this does appear to have been intentional. The civilians up here, what few you do see, poking their heads out of windows and doors, they all seem very on edge, and they have mostly gone to hide inside upon seeing the octopus.
Aww.
All right. So, octopus, Mr. Blah, 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 blah. The aquarium right down there. How about you just octopus off?
The octopus blinks at you. Well, it doesn't really blink, but it makes a confused expression at you, and then does nothing.
Octopus?
It does not understand you.
What does it need? Is it a Spanish octopus? We
let,
need to speak Spanish at it. Is
let,
it
let,
speak some kind of special Mobian? Do I need to go "Ooh" at it?
let the princess handle this. She's the one that befriended him.
Yeah. Let
Now, Octopaw. Now that
Wait.
we're out. Oh, sorry, yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, the aquarium that you used to be at should be somewhere down there. Do you understand?
I don't think he knows the word aquarium. You might need to try simpler language. You could tell him perhaps that his home is down there.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that. Home.
The octopus seems to understand the word home and seems rather excited. And then it kind of like just sort of looks over the edge of the city, looks back at you, looks over the edge again, and then back at you. I imagine Aurora then gives it some kind of encouraging nod, at which point the octopus begins to slink down along the wall. It is not the most graceful in the world, but it does steadily crawl its way down the broken stairs by clinging to walls. And after a while, it is over down here. You guys can see it kind of wishing away. It doesn't move very fast on land,
All right.
but it's headed off.
Now that we've had that taken care of, at least we didn't have to kill it.
Yeah.
And at least it didn't kill us. That's a big ass octopus. Now we have to deal with these two bird people. Any ideas from anyone?
Well, the one I talked to kept ranting about something called the sickness, some kind of ancient evil monster thingamajig underneath their city. It was kind of weird. You got anybody more familiar with that sort of thing about ancient evil and magic and whatnot?
Maybe.
Princess Aurora.
Well,
I'm not sure if she knows a whole lot about this either.
Does she know anybody who might know?
Yeah.
But would Alsumi know anything?
Alsumi might. I imagine that Alsumi has a bit of an understanding of mysticism and arcane magical shit. He is sort of a wanderer, and he comes from some sort of like sort of mystic desert tribe. So he might
he's
something.
He's kind of like a spiritual religious type character who's a wanderer, has been around a lot of places.
So he may actually know something. All right, do you want to do a what's it? Is it a knowledge check game? Insight.
Is knowledge a thing here?
Yeah, I do insight. Do an insight check
Insight check. Okay.
to see
That's
what you can tell these guys about the sickness.
1 insight and 5 brain. So that's a 6 plus 6. I got a 12.
All right. So with that, you can in fact tell them that you do, or at least you have heard of the sickness before. You've heard of this sort of dark miasma that at one point in time would topple entire kingdoms. It drove people to madness to commit acts of violence against their brethren, and it would tear kingdoms apart wherever it went. Supposedly, the seabirds at one point in time did manage to seal the sickness away, though the story is old and very foggy, so you're not exactly certain on the details of how this was accomplished. But you do know how to recognize the sickness, or at least what the signs of it are, should it present itself.
All right. And I'll relay that to everyone else in the group. Mainly speaking to Ursa, because Alsumi is under the impression that Ursa is kind of the leader of this group.
Would not be an unrealistic impression.
Much to my chagrin. I'm not so much the leader as I am the babysitter.
I'm not a
At
baby.
least that's how I view it, because I literally have literal children here.
Yeah, Alsumi and Ursa are the only two adults here.
Haley is an adult too. She's 19. I'm not sure if
Oh.
everybody was aware of that. But
Oh,
she
a
is
young
19.
adult.
That's still
Akula's 23.
Okay.
I'm 40. You're all children to me. Alright, so my vote is these bird people are no longer useful. One didn't know fucking anything. This is a stupid bitch who couldn't land a shot. And the other is a rambling moron. So I say we just
You probably would want to just take him back to GUN at that point. Like, I mean, the alternative
do we
is
have the authority to arrest people from another planet?
I mean, they're suspected terrorists.
It's not on our planet. We don't have any authority here. We can't be taking people because then that's kidnapping.
That's actually an excellent question. I don't know if it's in your jurisdiction to arrest anyone.
It's not my jurisdiction.
It is
Sure.
not.
And I can't turn them in because there's no official fucking police force. The best we can do is just either A, leave them tied up on the street and have someone else deal with them, or B, release them and just let them go. I only brought them up because I don't want anybody to suffocate in poo water. I ain't gonna live with that over my head.
You might be able to find the mayor of the city and turn them into the mayor.
Where's the mayor?
Probably in the city center.
One of you fucks live here, don't you? Where's the mayor?
I think Akula lives in the city, yes.
I do. Yeah, let's bring him into the mayor. And before and or after that, we should get a shower because oh boy, he is not going to be happy if we come in looking like we do.
So, let's see. I'm just going to... Let me just find something to use here.
I imagine a mayor's maid just brings us out a bucket of water and a bar of soap. Wash off, you filthy animals.
Oh. Pick it out for us to use. Yeah, I'll use this. I've just been using... miscellaneous. Give me just a moment.
Okay.
Okay. Come on.
Look. That was not pleasant.
Come on, I hit the thing. Oh my god. Whatever. We'll just... Fuck it. It's gonna delete shit, and you guys are just gonna be on a blank white background for the mayor's house. Because stuff's not working properly for me right now. But you guys do indeed go to the mayor's house. Akula leads you guys to the city center where the mayor lives, and she is the first to go and knock on the mayor's door.
Now I
Now,
will warn you that the mayor has very simple taste in interior decorating. So try not to get vertigo or anything.
That's a good one.
the mayor steps out. The mayor is a moray eel who he has kind of noticeable eye bags. He's very thin and gaunt, and he's kind of shaky and has a sort of neurotic energy about himself. When Akula knocks on the door, he slowly opens it, peeking his head around, looks utterly terrified, but does seem to calm down a little bit upon seeing a familiar face. Oh, good lord, it's just you. I was worried it was more of those beasts, those hooligans destroying my city. Come, hurry inside before they get to you too.
Oh, we've been getting to them.
And Akula shows him the unconscious Birdman.
Please proceed to the highlighted route, and then the route guidance will start.
Are you sure about that?
So you all proceed to the highlighted route inside the house.
Like I said, simple interior decorating.
Knock on the door, and an old man answers from the floor. That's Amore.
The mayor is very startled upon seeing you holding up the unconscious body of a bird person.
I show him mine too. I got one too.
And he calls a couple of his servants over to take the two unconscious captives down to the jail.
They have a jail in the mansion.
They're not in the mansion, but it is like across the street.
Oh, you mean down too? I mean like down into the dungeon of which we keep.
No. You see, the mayor would never have something like that in his own house because he is far too neurotic and frightened to have something that scary in his house. You also get the impression from his extremely white interior and very minimalistic modern style furniture, the guy is a bit OCD. Everything is always positioned like perfectly like parallel or perpendicular, you know? Nothing's ever at an odd angle. There's no dust anywhere. It barely looks like anyone even lives here, honestly. Yes, so we do not need the bird people anymore. Delete them.
Away with
Very
me.
odd feng shui in this place.
Oh.
Uh,
The mayor sees you all in your filthy state, smells you all in your filthy state, and insists that you all absolutely must take a shower. Like right now. There's absolutely no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He calls a couple other people over and has the men shuffled off to one shower and the women shuffled off to a different bathroom. The bathrooms in this place are decently big, but you guys will probably need to take turns showering. So the girls, you're all off in one bathroom, and that's 4 of you. And Ursa and Alsumi, you guys have been shuffled off to the other bathroom to get clean. Also,
Clothes will also be laundered for those of us who wear clothes.
yes, he's going to wash your clothes for you. So you've been instructed to put your clothes. You've all been instructed to put your clothes in a laundry hamper so that they can wash them for you. Haley, since
Alright.
you are a human and humans are generally uncomfortable being naked, one of the house staff has offered you to loan you their nightgown. An older mouse woman in the house staff has offered to loan you a nightgown.
I just wear a towel
Yeah.
because I refuse to be naked as well.
All right. So, any interesting thing go down while you guys are all showering together? I guess we'll start with the boys since there's only 4 of them in this scene. I imagine. Sorry, 2. I mean, sorry. Since there's only 2 of you, I imagine the scene won't go for long. What are you guys doing when you get in there to shower?
Well, since I have fur and he's just a bug boy, he probably just stands underneath the shower in a T pose until it all washes off.
That's a good point. Also, we could take off the robes and then just let himself rinse off. There's no need to scrub.
Yeah, he just sort of like stands under the shower, make sure the water gets all parts of his body, and he probably finishes much faster than Ursa does.
Yes.
All right.
You look over at Ursa, and I am just a ball of bubbles. I have scrubbed vigorously with as much soap as possible, and I just look like a moving mass of bubbles.
All you can see are his eyes.
Russell, angry eyes. I just look at the bug boy like, yeah, real easy for you. You ain't got a fucking undercoat to clean out. As I continue to scrub.
Alsumi looks at him and then just walks over, sits crisscross on the ground, and starts meditating.
One thing Alsumi does it does kind of peer back at Ursa once or twice. Just because Ursa keeps grumbling irritably the whole way. And there,
Yeah.
Hell out.
there is something you notice about him as the bubbles start to wash off. You wouldn't have seen this before because he was in his uniform, but Ursa has an orange pattern on his chest. Ursa is a sun bear.
Ooh.
Oh.
Alright.
I'm
Oh,
assuming Alsumi knows what that is, but I do not know what that is.
Sun bears. They are a type of bear. They're Asian, yeah. They're a type of bear from Asia. They're mostly black, but they have an orangey brown pattern on their chest.
And also comically, they kind of usually look like someone wearing a bear costume with the way they walk.
They kind of do. They kind of walk like a human in a bear suit. Sun bears are kind of funny looking. I will post a picture, or Jesse will post some pictures of sun bears in the chat for you guys who don't know what a sun bear is.
So I continue to watch myself, and I do 3 rounds of that sudsing because I ain't taking no chances.
All right, girls, what are you up to?
I give myself a nice thorough shower because A, I was literally swimming in the sewage, and B, well, I'm used to doing that. I mean, I play volleyball on a regular basis.
True. Maybe borrow some mouthwash while you're at it. You could probably use it.
Yeah.
Fucking just chugging the bottle of mouthwash. Any awkwardness from Haley? I know for Mobians is pretty normal being naked around each other.
Yeah. I imagine that Haley will be very nervous because again she is the only human in the group. And I feel like she will be a little bit self-conscious because she has to remove her very dirty bandages. And I imagine the girls will see all Haley's scars because, she makes her own wampus and, it causes a few accidents.
She frequently ends up accidentally cutting her hands or fingers while she's building weapons. So she has little injuries, minor injuries all over her hands.
Yeah, basically she has many scars on not only her arms but also her legs, and she is very self-conscious about them. That is why she wears long sleeves and pants and shorts because again, she is very self-conscious.
So despite being self-conscious and nervous about it, she does ultimately just take her turn in the shower and try not to worry about it too much.
Yeah, but her anxiety gets to her very easily, so she's like, just hurry up, get it over with.
So the other girls can tell you're nervous. I'm assuming. So the other girls, you can tell that she's nervous getting undressed. How do you guys respond?
I'm not going to press the issue. I'm not going to worry about it. That's none of my concern.
All right. So Akula chooses to just try and ignore it. Piper or Aurora, do you have any noteworthy reactions?
Or what did they do in general?
Well,
Aurora also should have an easy time showering because she's also a bug.
Yeah, but she got wings.
She does have wings, and those are probably going to be... She's probably not going to be able to fly right away after a shower. So you got to dry out. Yeah, your wings are going to be all soggy. They're going to need to dry.
But Aurora asks if maybe if Haley would maybe like some privacy or something in case if
offers to let her wait until everyone else is done so you guys can leave and she can shower alone.
Yeah, basically.
Of course, this offer is being made after Akula has already gone and started scrubbing herself off, but still.
Well, I guess in a way it'd just be like, if you'd like
You guys can leave and let her shower alone.
Mm-hmm. If anyone.
Yeah, I'll let
um,
her. I'll let her do her thing.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna say once you three finish getting yourselves all scrubbed off and are clean, you three all leave the restroom after you're all washed up so that she can shower.
Mm-hmm.
And so you three head back to the main room of the manor. Again, guided to the main sitting room by the mayor's staff. The boys as well, now that they are clean, are all guided back to the main sitting room. The couch that you are all invited to sit on has been wrapped in saran wrap, the entire thing. So it's not the most comfortable in the world,
We
but
just sit down and
Considering what we've been in, that's probably for the best. Also, you're probably going to want to change it.
you guys are all naked at the moment. No shoes or gloves either. Just oops, I got you guys mixed up.
Of
Yeah.
course you showered, Piper. Y'all showered.
Yeah, we all
Haley
did.
is still up in the bathroom showering, but you guys are all down here
Mhm.
sitting
You
on
just gave Haley some privacy.
Yeah.
sitting on the saran wrap couch, and the mayor's offers you all some cucumber sandwiches and tea.
Cucumber.
Yes, cucumber sandwiches. That's like a thing.
Cucumber
Ew.
It's a
sandwiches.
thing. Do you say that out loud, or do you just think it to yourself?
I'd just kind of politely take it, but just kind of just hold it. I don't
Like,
say anything. I don't want to insult my fucking host.
Ursa politely takes the cucumber sandwiches, but you can tell he's not gonna eat it.
Alsumi, on the other hand, nods respectfully and thanks him deeply for it, and then immediately starts to eat.
Cute little anecdote from Piper when she's showering is that she sometimes gets her forked tails tangled up in little knots and had to untie them in the shower.
That sounds horrible. You ever get a knot in your hair? Imagine that, but in a whole body part.
Thanks, Mayor. If I told you how much I needed this, I wouldn't have time to eat it.
Speaking of which, Ursa and Akula, since you guys both had your heads totally underwater at various points, the two of you will have to roll to determine if you've got sick down there in the sun.
Alright, what are we rolling for?
Alright. I'm gonna say, yeah, roll a 1d6. If you got a 6, then you got...
Was there any like thing that would help us? Like any stat that would help
Let's see,
us
what
then?
stat might help? Alright, let me think about this for a second. What stats do we have to work with?
I don't think speed or brains would matter.
I think luck would potentially help you out.
Okay, so we're using luck.
Alright, so yeah, roll 2d6 and subtract your luck.
2d6 or 1d6? You said 2. Is there...
I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say 2d6 and subtract your luck. Alright.
Uh-oh.
4. So, Akula, you are actually in the clear. You did not get sick. Alright, Ursa. You are also in the clear, but just barely. I'm gonna say...
a luck of 1.
Yeah. You just barely are in the clear, although you do have kind of a sour stomach. You're not sure if that's because you actually caught like a stomach bug, or you're just disgusted.
Yay. I have 1 luck. I got real lucky on that, actually.
I'm very lucky you rolled low. Alright. So neither of you are sick, though Ursa does have an upset. Alright.
Just mumble poop. So it's multiple species. Varying consistencies and colors.
God damn it.
Look, if it's any comfort to you, we're never going back down there again.
You mumble to yourself.
All right.
See? Everything came out just fine.
All right, Mr. Mayor. Now that we've cleared out your system, we cleaned your pipes. You. Who are the bird people? Please tell me you have an answer. Because so far we got Jack, besides they have a kingdom, some kind of sickness, and robots, like fucking Eggman, Scrap, Prince, King, some guy, fucking Hammer of Dawn, or Bracelet of Dawn,
The Dawn Ring, yeah.
Dawn Ring. Please tell me you know something.
Unfortunately, the mayor doesn't actually know much about these bird people or why they attacked his city, but he can tell you. Ooh, there's an echo now. What he can tell you is which direction the Bird King left in, because he did see the Bird King arrive and he did see him leave. The Bird King arrived in one of their southern airports on a large dirigible and left on said same dirigible, heading further out in the out into the ocean towards the east.
Well, we only got one swimmer here and one flyer. You got a boat or a dirigible we can borrow? And someone who can drive said boat or dirigible?
Well, there's a lot of people in the city who own boats and airships.
Yes, but this is the mayor. They gotta own something or know someone, don't they?
The mayor says to wait a moment while he gets up to go call some people, and he will get back to you on them. So
Right, quick question. Drive or pilot is the skill that would be used for that, right?
yes.
I don't have any levels in it, but it's a speed-based skill, and I have 6 speed.
All right. It would be really funny if, like, you've never been driven a
I
vehicle.
have a speed of 6 and I drive of 1. So if anyone's driving, it's me.
Yeah, I think it would be Ursa. I think
Okay.
Ursa is driving. He's the one with the most.
I just don't want to.
He doesn't
I
want.
prefer to have an expert.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. So, Haley is now back with you guys, wearing a little nightgown borrowed from the staff. She sits down. She sees you all sitting on the couch, covered in saran wrap. The couch is actually probably full since there's 5 of you on it. Haley, what do you do upon seeing the full saran wrapped couch and everyone drinking tea and eating cucumber sandwiches?
I will at first be very confused with the swim, but I shall join and eat the cucumber sandwiches and have a tea.
Right, so you just stand next to the couch and grab yourself a couple sandwiches and a cup of tea. Alright, so do you guys wish to converse with one another?
Or typing.
Sorry,
Aurora is offering you guys a toast.
What?
To what? Ursa says in bafflement.
Sorry, I just ate.
you know what I mean. But well, we're making it this far.
Making it this far. Sure, why not?
Her tone is dripping with sarcasm, but he begrudgingly agrees to give the children this moment of personal celebration for what they've accomplished thus far, which has been clearing the city sewers out of goons.
And saving 2 people at an aquarium.
Yeah, and saving.
Does the octopus count as a saved person?
Yeah, I would say.
Alright, that's 10 experience.
Yeah, you did save the octopus. So you did get 10 XP from saving the octopus.
Wait, is that all of us?
Yeah.
Alright, now.
Yeah, you get it too.
I want to talk
Um,
to Sandboy.
All right, Ursa. He turns to you. He says, "I want to talk to you, Sandboy."
also, real quick, the toast that you guys did, you toasted,
Yeah.
um, uh,
Yes, you get
since
experience too for the saved octopus. It's for the whole
uh,
party.
since Alsumi hardly knows any of you, he feels like
He
it
doesn't
wouldn't
really
really be his
participate in the
his.
toast.
Oh yeah, the toast wasn't for
Yeah.
you.
He just kind of sits there quietly, sips his
Yeah.
tea. You guys do your
Yeah.
toast.
And then all of a sudden, Ursa just turns to him as like, "You speak now."
Yeah. All right. So what are you gonna ask him, Ursa?
So I take it you're gonna want to come with us. It will be track down more of these bird people. Apparently, that's
Um,
why you're in the sewer.
I suppose I could travel with you.
No, I didn't ask you, would you? I'm asking, do you want to? I don't want you here, but I can't stop you legally.
It's all the same for literally everyone else on the team, so don't feel bad about that. In fact, is one of you guys going to clarify his statement?
Aurora can do
What-
it.
Yeah, Aurora clarifies to Elsumi not to take that statement personally because Ursa feels that way about the whole team. Well,
I
also,
to myself, it's supposed to be a fast, quiet op.
Piper says, yeah, Ursa is a bit hardened. How do you respond to this, Elsumi?
All right. Well, I prefer not to be in the company of those who do not wish me to be present. Though, if the rest of you want me to accompany you, I suppose I can.
Alright, girls, it's up to you then. Ursa doesn't really care one way or the other, or at least he cares, but he doesn't have a say in it. So, what's the vote with the rest of you? With the rest of you girls, you bring it to a vote.
Well, you apparently know a whole lot more about this sickness thing than we do, so
That's true. He's the only one in the crew who knows anything about the sickness.
He's his as far as his information goes, as a wanderer who's probably been a lot of places, he's probably got a lot of information about random crap
Like,
that
yeah,
none of you, that
miscellaneous.
nobody else has. Yeah.
So, Piper votes in favor. I'm assuming Aurora votes in favor.
Yeah, she basically just says, I think it would be really nice to have someone else around.
All right, that's 3-2, so an automatic, or 3-1, just to start with, so it's an automatic win.
Yep. But I assume Haley's not opposed to it.
I would say, hey, the more the merrier. I mean, he knows a lot more about this sickness thing, say all of us, so he could be useful. I mean, we are all useful in our own unique ways, but I think you get what I mean. So,
Alright. And with that,
I respond with everyone voting yes. Be like, all right, that's fine. It's brought to a vote, and we all voted yes. But I look to him go like this with my fucking do the 2 fingers to the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Thing, I got my eye on you, Sandboy.
He looks at Ursa very seriously and just nods yes. Like he fully understands Ursa.
he fully understands where you're coming from. He just gives you a solemn nod. Alright, with that, the very jittery and anxious mayor comes back in to tell you that his he has a friend who owns a rather large ship. A crew it's a small cruise ship is what it is, but that's still a large ship.
It's essentially a yacht.
His friend owns a small cruise ship, and he is willing to take you out east to try and track down the Bird King. However, there is a slight caveat. The city still has kind of robots running amok in it right now, so you're gonna end up having to clear the path down to the dock to get to him.
Well, it's to be expected. There's robots everywhere. I imagine if I were to go to any other house, there'd be a robot having tea with the family.
actually sounds really exciting.
That's the thing about Eggman robots, is that Eggman robots aren't very organized. You kind of just let them loose on a territory to create a distraction or just rampant property destruction. You know? So,
I asked the mayor how he's gonna handle the rest of the city with the robot problem.
the mayor says that he has gotten in touch with the resistance, and they are going to be on their way with the restoration. Rather, he's gotten in touch with the restoration, and the restoration are on their way to the city to help clear it out. So, if you guys want to just head down to the boat, you can, and let the restoration handle the rest of the cleanup.
We can take out any robots we see along the way and capture any more bird people. How are they even in the sewer? I just mumbled
Oh.
to myself.
Remember, they were getting Alsumi. They lured him down there to try to.
Yeah, well, we found one bitch just sniping down the fucking sewer system.
Well, yeah, but that was right in front of the room where they were
Yeah,
trying
but
to kill
what was
Alsumi.
in there? Well, I was like, you guys go after the dangerous sand person. I'll watch this shithole. And then that's the only shot she took.
She was probably trying to block off that exit from the room he was in, because the room he was in had one entrance and had two entrances. So she was probably sitting in front of that other entrance to block it off, so he couldn't escape further down the tunnels.
Anyway,
Anyhow,
we have our clothes back now.
yes, the mayor says that your clothes will be clean in like 10 more minutes. Your clothes will be dry, and then you guys can all get dressed and head down to the dock. Would anyone, while they are here, would you guys like to stay? Would anyone here like to take a nap and replenish any extra HP while you're here?
Aurora would maybe like to do that.
Asumi would probably take a short nap. I don't think he's hurt at all.
All right. So anyone who is still injured can take a nap and replenish any HP that you. Take a nap and then heal 1d6 and see how much HP it gives you.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
All right, Ursa's now back up to max.
I'm back up to max.
I'm back up to max.
I think I'm back up to max too. Let me double check. Yep, I am.
All right, everyone's now back up to max HP thanks to that nice
Back tea and cucumber sandwiches.
Yes, yeah, cucumber sandwiches, tea, and a nice nap, probably on
Moray eel have cucumbers. Then again, I guess it would be kind of bad for the city if he was eating fish.
The guy who owns the aquarium is a goldfish.
Anyway, so now we're all getting dressed.
Yep, now you guys are all gonna get dressed and start trying to head out down to the docks.
Whee!
I thank the mayor for his help, and we leave.
All right, let's see. It is 11:40, so we usually try to do 2-hour sessions. We start.
Another hour.
Yeah, we got another hour. All right, so that's enough time for you guys to try and find a way down.
Yep.
Alrighty then. So the docks are to. Let me send this to the back. Send it back. And set you guys all here outside the mayor's house. All right, so the docks. I hate the way these images display. It's blocking my view of shit.
Strength them, I believe.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember how. Whatever. Anyway, so these stairs down here at the bottom of the map. You're going to need to get down those stairs to the lower level of the city to get to the docks. However, those stairs have also been blown up around the midsection. They just gaping chunks missing from them. So you're not going to be able to just climb down. Not easily, anyway. Well, I mean, maybe if one of you has a high climb skill, you might be able to climb down the wall. But
I have a special perk because I'm a
yeah,
scorpion. I can crawl on
probably-
surfaces.
I'll assume he could probably still climb down because he's a scorpion and they cling to
Yeah.
walls.
I asked Aurora how much she can lift.
What's your strength, Aurora? What's your power?
Power's a 3.
What is your throw?
2.
All right. So you could potentially throw people with a 5 and see if you can chuck them down there safely.
Yeah, we ought to just jump ourselves.
Honestly, I could probably do that better. I mean, I got high power and I'm a volleyball player.
He has a power level of 3, so I'm gonna say
I would be better off throwing someone.
I could maybe like crawl down and then she could throw people at me and I could catch them.
You see, with a power level of 3, I don't think Aurora would be able to carry most of you guys, because that's pitiful. 3 is pitiful, so I don't know. I think she could carry Piper.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Piper. Because Haley's a human,
Wait.
she's taller than all of you guys.
Mhm.
And-
Even me.
Yeah.
yeah, Haley's a
Really?
human.
Alright.
She's taller than the rest of
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys.
I have a power of 5, so
Piper's the
Yeah,
only
so-
one who's like normal. She's like normal-ish height for a Mobian, and she's kind of thin, so she could maybe carry Piper. But I think the rest of you guys would be too heavy. You're either just too big in general, or too bulky.
Mhm.
Because Ursa and Akula are both kind of bulky.
Mhm. I mean,
So-
also to be fair,
And I'm the tallest Mobian here, and Mobians are heavier than usual.
Yes.
yeah,
So
I say,
she could probably lift Piper, but that's about it.
yeah.
Aurora, carry the mouse lady down the fucking stairs. Why are they all destroyed? What kind of asshole comes in and destroys stairs?
I don't know,
Right.
but okay. I
Uh,
can carry.
The rest of us have to climb.
I can carry Piper if Piper's okay with that. Are you okay with that?
I'll assume he might be able to carry one person while he clings to the wall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the rest of you guys check your power and your climb check and
Mhm.
your climb skills.
Yeah.
okay, so power is 5.
Power is 6 level 2. Face.
I
Alright.
have 1 climb.
Hmm.
So,
All right. So I think what we gonna do is Aurora is going to fly Piper down. Piper's small enough that she can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And Alsumi is going to offer to carry one of you guys down while he clings to the wall. So whichever one of you
Yeah.
has the lowest climb check is going to go down with him. Aurora asks Piper if she's okay with being carried.
She always needs to ask.
All right. Haley, Ursa, and Akula. Any of you guys have particularly... Actually, I think you guys all have kind of good power levels. Like, you guys are all kind of strong, so you probably would all
I
have...
already rolled.
Yeah, so you rolled an 8. So I'm going to say at an 8, you do manage to get to the bottom of the stairs okay.
I rolled an 11.
At an 8, you get to the bottom of the stairs, but it's very kind of slow and tedious. At an 11, Ursa manages to get to the bottom of the stairs much quicker than Akula does. He does actually kind of impressively well for someone who doesn't cling to walls. That does sort of make sense though, because he's a bear. That is one of the things that bears do.
Yeah.
All right, Haley, what's your climb check?
okay, it looks like I have a climb of 1, a power of 5. So
Roll 1d6.
Okay, so 1d.
Same, so she made it too.
All right, so Ursa gets down the fastest, followed by Haley, followed by Akula.
So then I guess that means Alsumi doesn't take
Alsumi-
anyone down.
Yeah, doesn't end up taking anyone down, although he does climb down faster than anyone else did because he's basically cheating. Yeah, he scuttles down like really quickly, but it's sort of cheating because he's just clinging to the walls as he goes. Do you have any comment, Ursa?
Yeah, probably bitch.
He
I don't think I'm not. Say it to myself.
just mutters under his breath. Like Ursa was being impressive with his climbing skills, and then this guy just
He doesn't even scuttle. He just walks down the wall normally, using his feet.
just
The wall just walks down normally.
like Ursa thought he was being impressive, and this guy's just like doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it's Crawley, son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Then we get followed lastly by Piper and Aurora, who move very slowly getting down. Because they're not having to climb, they are flying, but Aurora's weak as hell, so she struggles a lot, but does get
Yeah.
Piper down safely. Alright.
Also, aren't her wings still a little damp?
Oh, that's right. No, you just took like a 10-minute nap. That's probably
Asleep.
you took like a 10 or 20-minute nap. I'd say her wings probably dried off now that I think about it. Because they're probably dry enough at that point that she could fly again.
Yeah, we're fine.
Alright. I'm going to arrange you. I'm going to make the turn order. Alright. I've changed the turn order to now Ursa, Haley, Akula, Alsumi, Piper, and then Aurora. Alright. Change the map, because we actually ended up not staying on this. Well, whatever. It's the south part. Here we go. And there we go. Send to back. Alright. Now let's do 1d6.
To see what we encounter.
Yeah, to see what you encounter on your way to the boat. I rolled a 4. So,
Encounter?
alright, let's see what you're gonna get. Well, 4, you're going to encounter something. 4 is a matter of how many creatures you encounter. What is this thing? I don't know what this thing is. I'm not going to use it right now because I don't know what it is and it doesn't look like it has all of its stats entered in.
Those giant flies.
Yup.
Green.
All right, 4 enemies. You've got 2 wisps and 2 egg pawns, one of them with a lance. Although I guess you can't see all of them from where you are. All right, guys. You can see this one here. You can see this one here. This little bug robot over here
How much health they got?
harassing.
Alex, I'm updating the sheet real quick. Click on 1 second. I'm changing their dodge, and I'm changing their dodge.
Oh, right.
Remember, make higher health too.
Okay.
Raise their health and lower their dodge. While Slashing is doing that, I will describe what you guys witness. So, as you guys get down the stairs and walk into the city, the first thing you notice is this little wisp over here is harassing a family in their home. It keeps, like, flying into their window. You know the thing bugs do sometimes, where they just, like, keep flying into the glass because they want to get to something on the other side, but they're too dumb to understand how glass works.
Guess what? Protective force field.
So that is what it is doing. The family inside seem pretty perturbed with this. It's like a mom, dad, and a child.
Okay, done.
What's the thing's health?
All right, let's see what its health is. Whis. Oh, where's the? Oh, its health is very low. It has only a 4 HP.
I mean, it is just a bug.
It is just a bug.
All right,
It's got 4 HP.
seeing the bug. I notify everybody. Look out! We got more robots. Keep your eyes peeled.
All right.
I roll to move.
Alex, I modified stats one more time just so you can be able to hit because I realized its dodge is way too high.
Okay.
It was meant to be it's be like fighting a bug, so I made it slightly lower.
All right. Good. Ursa, take your turn.
Is its health still the same as I'm still fighting this?
I think it's still the same, but just continue.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close enough.
All right. What are you going to do? It is still flying back and forth into the window. It hasn't responded to you yet. It's not very bright.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to grab it.
All right. Use your fight, and then it will dodge. It's a speed of
13.
A dodge of 8.
Dodge of 8.
Yeah, these things are like little bugs. They're supposed to be hard to hit, but you can kill them with one hit.
Slashy, no one.
Swatting a fly.
I
That's
don't
what
think
these things are
anyone
supposed
can
to be.
hit something with a dodge of.
I have almost a perfect roll, and I can't hit it.
Yeah, I think that's so high that none of the players could actually hit it, even if they get the best roll. Let's say it has a dodge of 5. How's that sound? Because 5 is still pretty high, and still means it would dodge a lot of attacks.
Okay.
Say they have a dodge of 5. Dodge of 5 and a speed of
I
5.
updated it.
Okay.
Updated it.
Nope, that would mean you do hit it, but just barely.
So I grab it.
Yep, you just barely were able to grab it. So you managed to grab it by like one of its wings. You don't have a super firm grasp, but you do grab it. Alright. You can take a second action.
I'm now going to I'm going to break it.
You're going to break it.
Yes, break down smash. I'm
Oh,
going to
oh,
smash
you're
it
gonna
into the ground.
swing it by its wing and smash it into the concrete.
Yes.
Alright, go ahead, do that.
9.
Alright, so I'm gonna say this is gonna use fight, because it would be like a grapple, trying to escape your grapple, and I don't think it would stand much of a chance. It has a power of 3 and a fight of 3, so
6. It has to roll
it's possible that it
It's
could get
possible.
away. Oh shit. Alright, so I'm going to say that it manages to. It doesn't get out of your grasp. Okay, well, I did roll a 6. It manages to slip out of your grasp, but just barely, much to the chagrin of a very frustrated Ursa. I'm sorry, hon. I didn't think it was going to do that. It would have been really cool to watch it just get smashed into the concrete. But much to your dismay, you're kind of.
fucking fly so powerful.
You had
Why does it have a fight of 3? It's a fly. Half of our party doesn't have a fight of 3.
I don't know why it has such a high fight skill.
Anyway,
I was balancing it like other characters. I'll make it weaker. I didn't realize the balance was so high.
you have to look at the party stats.
You have to look at the party stats when you're balancing the enemies. You got to check the party stats to know what they can and can't fight. So yeah, the thing does manage to get loose from your grip, but
Okay, I rebalanced it one more time. It shouldn't
hey,
happen again.
what did you change its power to?
No, I just changed its fight to 1.
All right, you changed its fight to 1. So what was the total it had to beat, Jesse?
No, it's already done. Next
No, Jess.
Turn.
Okay, fine. I wanted to let you have this one if the new power was fine, but okay. It manages to get loose. You did have a loose grip on it to begin with, and it does manage to escape before getting its face pounded into the concrete.
And then I was first shit, now flies.
All right, with that, it is Haley's turn.
You can see
Okay, so
the other egg.
excuse me. So I have a
I
speed of
lowered its
3.
power too, so that should be good enough. Now these
So
are actually like these are intended to be. They're
now
intended to
I
be
have
smart.
a 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I would like to use.
Haley spotted the egg pawn up ahead and runs up ahead to go fight the egg pawn.
Yeah,
Well,
baby.
there's
I would like to.
the swatting at the fly. All right,
Okay,
what do you do?
so-
Haley?
Okay, I would like to use my whip. So d6 plus power. So I will a 9. Plus a 3 for a weaponry. So 9, 10, 11. I think I roll a 12.
All right, so 12 total. Okay, let's see what the dodge is. You're using your whip, yeah?
Yep.
All right, the dodge for this guy is a 3 plus a speed of 3, so it's a 6. If it rolls a 6, then you tie. If it rolls a 2, you hit it, roll 1d6, and then add 1.
No, I updated the stats. Its dodge is lower. Sorry, I'm making it easier.
Okay, yeah, but it still didn't manage to dodge her. She did hit it. All right, so you hit, roll 1d6 to see what damage you do.
Okay, so let me remove the 5. A 2.
All right then, you do 2 damage. Do you want to attack it again? You can make a attack.
Yes, I would like to attack it again. So let me just quickly. So 10. So I roll a 13.
All right. So it's a 6 plus 1d6. Yeah, actually, now that I think of it couldn't have dodged that. All right, roll 1d6 again to see what damage you do.
Okay, so we remove the 5 and
All right.
a 5.
So you brought it down to 9 HP. Cool. All right.
Better than me.
It's a coolest turn next. In fairness, you are probably going to wreck this fly on the next turn.
Are you going to?
All right. I am also going to advance, but splitting off in the opposite direction.
Right, so you can see this other fly from around this corner here.
You would be able to hear these motherfuckers. They're
True.
flies. Flies are allowed on the base level, let alone when they're 3 feet tall.
Good point. All right, so you're going to go after that one then.
All right. And then I am going to try and jump up and take a swing at it.
All right. Go ahead, do an attack roll, and the fly will try to dodge.
This is a fight, right?
Yeah, you do a fight.
Woo!
Oh,
Can the fly even dodge that?
I'm not sure. It has a speed of 5 plus dodge of 5. It can. It can.
Huh.
It does not, though. It rolled low and it does not dodge. All right, so roll 1d6 for damage.
Nice. Come on, kill us, son bitch. Yeah.
4. It is dead. You one hit KO'd this thing.
Spiked it to the ground like a volleyball.
Yeah, you just fucking jumped in the air and volleyball spiked this thing into the ground. And it died. Alright. And then it is Alsumi's turn.
Can you remind me how incredible speed perk works?
You basically get to like dash forward in a single direction and essentially knock over or disorient characters or enemies that you pass by as you do so.
And that counts as an action instead of a movement?
Yeah, it counts as an action, and you can't turn while you're doing incredible speed. But basically it's like a movement, but it counts as an action. You move in one direction, you cannot turn.
And
and
is
you
it like you roll 1d6 for every level you have in incredible speed?
Yes. So
Okay.
roll 6 to see how many spaces forward you can dash, how many spaces you can dash forward, and you will disorient anything that you pass by on your path.
I won't actually do that yet. I'll just roll for regular movement first.
Okay.
So that's a d6 plus my speed, right?
Yeah. You will do
9.
all right. So you can wherever you want to move. Where are you moving? Ursa's still over there cursing at the fly. Just like flailing his arms around trying to swat at it. Just shouting profanities outside the window of this like idyllic 1950s Leave It to Beaver shit family. Just looking out the window, more horrified by your sailor mouth than they are by the robots attacking the city.
Why is there a bear and riot gear attacking a giant fly?
Alright, what do you do? Alsumi, where are you going?
Okay, so I can either make it to the other the egg pod that's closer, or I can go to the fly. Those are the two things I could do.
Yes. Pick one.
Gonna move over to the egg pod.
Alright. Your choice. Go ahead.
The egg pod's a bigger threat here.
It is. It is a bigger threat than the flies.
Is it possible for me to sneak up behind Haley and sort of pop out from behind her and sneak attack it so it can't dodge me?
Grant you that one. You have like a stealthy character. Do a stealth roll to see if it works.
Yeah. I was gonna do a stealth roll to see if I could stealth attack it.
Do stealth, and that's going to be against the egg pawn's notice skill, which I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
so stealth is my luck plus the stealth skill,
Yep.
right?
Yep, plus 1d6, and that'll be against
Okay,
the egg pawn's
so
notice skill.
that's a 3 plus a 4. That's a 7 plus 1d6. 8.
It is a notice of 2 and a brains of 2. There's a 4. If it rolls a
4 or higher.
4 or higher.
Roll a 3.
It rolled a 3, so it did not notice you, which means you just get a freebie attack on this thing. So how are you going
Alright,
to hit and then roll 1d6?
I'm going to attack it with my pincers with the corrosive venom,
Alright, roll 1d6 for initial damage.
right?
Yeah, roll 1d6.
4.
4. Alright then. You do 4 points of damage, and it now has corrosive acid in its hull. So it will continue to take 1 point of damage each turn. Although, honestly, I don't know it's going to live that long, because 4 damage means it's already down to 5 HP. Do you want to attack again, since you have 2 actions? However, this time it will have a chance to dodge you.
Yeah, because it knows I'm here. I'm going to attack it with my
With your,
scimitar now.
with your scimitar.
Because I have a 0 fight skill, but my weaponry skill is 2.
Alright, use your scimitar then.
Alright, so that's my power 3 plus 2 weaponry. That's a 5 plus
Beat a 3.
5, 10.
And a dodge of 1. 4. Plus 1d6.
It's much better
5.
stats.
Yeah. Alright, you hit it. We'll roll 1d6 for damage, plus 1 because it's a sword.
Alright. So that's 3 damage.
Alright then.
It still lives.
It still lives. It was down to 5, so it's now at 2 HP. All right, it still lives, but just barely. All right,
Uh,
it does.
Quick question: Can
Yeah.
we move diagonally in this game?
Yeah,
No,
no,
only
you
two
have
fly.
to. When it comes to counting spaces, it has to be when you're doing the dash. You do move
Yeah.
diagonally, technically, but we're gonna count the spaces is if you were moving up and down.
Okay.
Flying diagonally doesn't count for like each space is flying.
Yeah,
Only
if you're
flying can move.
flying, if you're flying, you can move diagonally and save on your space count.
Okay.
I think swimming also had that too. I think swimming also allows you to move diagonally. So
And
it is now
flying.
Piper's turn. Piper is typing. I move over to Ursa and the fly.
Mhm.
All right, roll the move. 6, yeah. Go where you want. All right, what are you gonna do now that you're over here? Try to throw something at the fly. All right, so
This
it's
is a
gonna
city street. There's shit everywhere.
Yeah, you can just pick up a brick or you pick up a brick out of the neighbor's garden. All right, so this is gonna be your power, and plus your throw plus 1d6.
Eight.
And yeah, it doesn't even need to roll to dodge you.
Fucking flies.
it dodges you with absolutely fine. You can throw another brick if you would like to try again. Yeah, go ahead. You got one more action. You could try again.
Lead DM, shouldn't that count as one action of picking up the brick? I mean,
No, I don't. I am not that anal retentive with what counts as an action. I'll allow you to pick up the brick in a situation like this where it would be very easy to spot something nearby to grab. I don't make it cost them another action. And an 8, you miss again. All right, Aurora, it is your turn.
Aurora's gonna go to the fly. I'm gonna
All right.
roll for that. Speed is a 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And she is going to also throw something at the fly. Gonna do this.
All right, go ahead.
So 4.
A 4 plus your power plus your throw.
Okay, plus power, there's a 3. And plus the throw is a 2. So that would be.
You still cannot hit it.
You guys realize you're just pelting his family's home with their own bricks, right?
I guess you are. These bricks are just hitting these guys' fucking like door and windows and shit. This is the 3rd brick. I'm sure one of you guys has broken the fucking window.
I'm just standing there like,
Actually, Aurora, you broke the family's window because you're right across from the window.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so
They
sorry.
look very miffed, but say nothing as they angrily close the curtains on you.
Oh.
All right, Ursa, let's just go to your turn.
I shoot the fly 2 times.
All right.
Well, actually, no, I shoot the fly once.
Roll your firearms check. So you rolled a 6 plus your speed plus your firearms.
6 plus 5, 11 plus 4. It's my firearms, right? That's 8, 11, right? Yeah, 4.
Yeah, so it has to beat
That's a 15.
It has to beat a 15. So if it rolls a 5, it ties. If it rolls a 6, it dodges. And you hit it. Roll 1d6 for damage, plus 1 because it's a gun.
2, 3.
You did 3 damage. Alright, shoot it again. Shoot it again.
Plus 6, 8 plus 4, 12.
Alright. Okay. If it rolls a 2, it ties. Sorry. It dodged the second shot. It's almost dead.
This
This
fly.
As it manages to narrowly survive the first shot and dodge the second one.
I just yelled at myself, "Why keep this gun? I'll do better than this fucking 45. What is this horse shit? Fuck this world and its rules."
So Ursa's over there having an existential crisis in the corner, and it is now Haley's
Excuse me. Okay, so I would like to use my whip again. So 6 plus weaponry, so 7, 8, 9. I will attend.
Alright, so that's the total of, so that's your weaponry plus your
Plus
power,
my power.
and then 1d6. So 7 is the total?
I think that it's just with my power. I think with my weaponry it is 7, 8, 9.
Did
I
you
think I
roll
will attend, Alex.
Have you rolled 1d6 yet? Is the 7 and is the 2 and the 5 your power and weaponry? There's a 2 and a 5 right there, and I don't know what those are for. I don't know if you rolled.
I don't. I know. I mean, I just want a 1d6 plus my power, and it's a 7. And when you add my weaponry, it's a 10.
So your weaponry is a 10, so that's a 17.
No.
No, it's a
It's 10.
With the weaponry, it's 10. Okay. Sorry.
it's okay. I'm sorry if you can't understand me.
It's alright. So it's a 10. It has to beat a 10. The egg pawn has a speed of 3 and a dodge of 1. 4 plus 1d6. It dodges the first attack. Try again.
Okay, so 1d6 plus 5, 8, 9, 10. I roll a 11 this time.
Alright. 1d6. And you hit it the second time. Roll 1d6 plus 1 for damage.
Okay, so a 1.
Alright. So it does 2 damage. And that kills it. That was all it had left. They
Yeah,
only have 2 points of health
I
left.
remembered that.
Alright, so that egg pawn is dead. And it is Akula's turn.
All right, I am.
Well, you can't see the other egg pawn from where you're standing. You know that Ursa's still back there with the fly because you could hear it buzzing around. Haley and Alsumi are also not in your line of sight right now. Though you may have actually seen the egg pawn Haley just killed. So you see her whip come out from around the corner and whack the egg pawn and it dies.
All right, I'm gonna advance forward.
All right, so you're just gonna make a beeline for the docks. Okay. Fair enough. All right, 9.
And of course, I assume I can see the egg pawn from here.
Yes, you can see it from there. If you don't have a ranged attack, then if you okay, so that was your 9th space that you just moved, yeah?
Yeah. Actually, I think it may have been probably closer to my 7th, but whatever.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah, that's within 9 spaces. So yeah, I guess you are able to turn once you get to the corner. You can see it, and then you turn to go fight it. All right, you gonna attack?
Oh, with play.
All right, you gonna do your fight? Mm. All right, so that's a total of 10 that it has to beat. It has, and it has a speed of 3, dodge of 1, 4. Would have to roll a 6, I think, to dodge. It does not. You hit it. All right. Are you punching it, or are you using your teeth?
I'm going to use my teeth. I want this to be done quickly.
All right. So 1d6 plus 4 your teeth.
We decided it was 1d6 plus 1, correct?
Yeah, because weapons get a +1 to damage, and your teeth count as a weapon. But they don't use your weaponry skill. They use your fight skill because it's part of your body. All right. So it does 3 points of damage. There's some unlucky on the damage rolls.
Yeah. You realize each play section, I've done so little damage, yet I'm the one who should be murdering the most.
Part of that's just because of how often. Actually, part of that was because things had such high dodge that you kept missing things, which was
No, I would hit.
you would
If I have an
hit, and then you
extremely
keep
high, I
getting
always roll like
low
1
damage
or
rolls.
2.
Just bad luck. Anyway, all right, you can attack again, Akula, if you wish. You may try to bite it a second time.
Gladly.
All right, 12. It cannot dodge that, so 1d6 plus 1 for damage.
Seven damage total.
All right, sweet. That brings it down to 6 HP. All right. So yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought I was waiting for something. Alsumi, it is your turn. You and Haley can see Akula fighting that other egg pawn. You can't really see the egg pawn from where you're standing, but you can see Akula until she's fighting something.
Okay.
And Ursa is also still behind you dealing with the fly. Ursa and the girls.
Since there are like 3 people around the fly and the fly has already been shot.
You're just gonna go deal with the egg pawn.
Yeah, and what I'm thinking is that I might use my incredible speed to try to get here.
Well, you
And
could
then
also
try-
use your incredible speed to just dash straight towards the egg pawn and knock it over so it will be stunned and then open for a free attack.
Can
would
I
also knock over
can I
a
reach it
roll.
though?
Yes. Well, let's see.
with incredible speed.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say if you roll a 6, you can just barely get there.
Well, I rolled a 5.
Right.
If I were to run here, would I be able to make it?
Yeah. You can run there.
Okay, because I'm thinking I might use my incredible speed to dash here, and because I'm behind the cover of a building, and the egg pawn is currently fighting someone, I'm gonna try.
To sneak up on it and kill it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try sneak using my regular movement to get closer to it and sneak attack it.
That's clever. All right, go ahead. All right.
So I use my incredible speed to get here.
And then
And
I don't
then-
even think you need to roll for movement. I think your speed is high enough you would just be able to get to it without rolling.
Yeah, it's 4 spaces and my speed is 6.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay,
So-
so roll for stealth, and I'm gonna do a notice check for the egg pawn.
Okay, my luck and my stealth, so that's 4 plus 3. That's a 7 plus 2. That's a 9.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll. You don't even need to roll. This thing absolutely does not see you. So you're able to sneak right up on it and get in a freebie attack. I'm assuming with your pincers? Pincers or scimitar?
Yeah, the thing is that there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of payoff with my pincers.
Well, the pincers
lately.
are more useful for enemies that are like bosses or enemies that are going to take longer to kill.
Enemies that are tanky, that have lots of HP. But these things seem to die really quickly, so I think I'm just gonna attack it with a scimitar.
All right, 1d6 plus 1.
That's a 6.
All right, and it dies.
It died because I chose to use the scimitar.
Yeah. All right, Piper, your turn.
You do realize that this means my first move was to attack this fly. And in 2 of my turns, I could not kill this fly, yet everything else was done.
Holy shit, roll, Jesse.
Why do I
Comically bad luck on your damage rolls. I'm so sorry.
I can always hit. There's always grazing shots.
I don't know why you keep just grazing things.
I have expert shooting skill.
I guess the only in-universe explanation is that these robots are designed to fight Sonic, who literally moves at the speed of sound.
Blitz or supersonic. Piper, what you doing? Type in. Let's see what you have.
What's Jesse failing to hit? The whisk?
Oh, it's not that he can't hit it, it's just that he keeps grazing enemies and not doing a lot of damage because he keeps having like low damage rolls. He just keeps, through sheer bad luck, getting comically low damage rolls on his gun. And it's just infuriating. Because everyone else has run off and just killed all the other enemies on the map, and he's still over here dealing with the fucking fly. Him and the girls.
Piper got an 8. The fly dodges by default.
Yeah, the fly dodges by default.
Is there anything else they can do?
I think it can attack you.
So what can they? What can the
fly?
No, what can
what can they do?
Fly?
Well, Aurora can stun it, so you get a free hit on it. She has her like low butt. She could stun it, and then you can get a free hit. Aurora, how about you use your glow butt?
Still Piper's turn.
It's still Piper's turn.
Yeah.
Piper.
Is there anything else like skill wise that they can do?
Well, I'm not sure.
All right, just wondering.
And again, it doesn't have to roll the dodge. Why do I keep rolling?
I know the pain, Piper. I know the pain.
Why do I keep rolling 3? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Jesse had 2 chances to one-hit KO this thing, and both of them failed due to just comically low rolls. Alright. I suggest you just use your glow butt on this thing so that you can get a free hit while it's stunned. Alright, 2. That is not enough to stun it.
Glow
Glow more.
more.
You can try and
Come on.
more.
So close.
Still no.
Still not enough to stun it. Alright, Ursa, your turn. Kill the stupid thing.
Stupid fly.
It's so asinine.
14 for shooting.
Alright, so if it a 4 or higher, it switches. It ties. So you hit it, and it does not take damage, but it does fall to the ground and is momentarily stunned. You get a free hit, which obviously would kill it because it only has 1 HP, and I'm assuming you're going to take that.
I stomp it beneath my boot.
You don't shoot it, you just stomp it to death. Alright, that works too. A 3. It dies.
Stomp it over.
Over and over again, just psychotically stomping it into the ground.
Over.
Oh.
Aurora, do you want to see if he's okay?
Yeah, she wants to see if he's okay. She's like, Ursa? And she, like, puts her hand on his, like, shoulder. It's like,
Piper, how do you respond to Ursa's little psychotic bug stomping episode?
I swat Aurora's hand away
Oh.
and then proceed to plant 6 more bullets into the carcass.
Oh my god. Piper, what's your reaction to this?
Stop, he's already dead!
I'm so angry.
He's already dead,
It's
please.
supposed to be a simple off.
It's Mobius. Nothing's ever simple on Mobius.
As I'm reloading my gun, I say, "Can we get to the boat now, please?"
Okay.
Isn't that about it?
Yes, this is where we will wrap up this session for tonight.
All right.
All right, everybody. That was fun. I mean, frustrating for me, but fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made a lot of progress.
It was
Real fun, guys.
Remember, everybody gets 10 experience from saving the octopus.
Yes.
I would recommend going into fight skill for most of you. That way you at least have some chance to punch something.
And since you have already passed up this opportunity, I'm going to let you know that you missed it. But if you had taken the octopus to the aquarium, like walked him home, the owner of the aquarium would have rewarded you with money for finding one of his.
We couldn't get down there.
You could, because you got down on the other side. You could have gotten down there.
Valid, but
You
it's a
would have
little
gotten-
late for that.
You would have gotten rewarded with rings if you had returned him indirectly instead of.
Boy, we went in the opposite direction, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the octopus lives north of the city. You guys went to the south through the boat.
Alrighty then.
Just letting you know that was a missed opportunity.
Good night, everyone. See you next week.
Yep, good night. See you
Good
next
Good
time.
night,
Hope
everyone.
you all had a fun session.
See you guys.
See ya.
Later.
See you next week.